Testing, testing. I got a new mic. I probably should have tested it before, but I didn't. Should be good, I think. Hopefully. Do we hit ads? That's actually kind of funny. I will say. I'll wait a little bit. I'll be back. I'll be back. I did not play the ad. It just happens because Twitch is Twitch. Okay, take two. Actually, kind of insane timing that had started right as I wanted to talk. But yeah, I just kind of, I think it's been a month. Kind of just want to update everybody on everything and kind of talk about some stuff and kind of just say where I'm at. Mostly, I think I am a public figure, even though I don't think I'm like massive. I think within the community I'm in and whatnot, I feel like I have to say something. I think my options would be, what? Either never say anything and vanish forever, not take accountability for it, or this option. And I would like to be welcomed back at some point. I know it's gonna take time, and don't expect things to happen overnight and whatnot. So I think this is the road I want to choose. I think based off my tweet, you guys saw my tweet and everything. In that regard, I think before I want to see my camera. I haven't seen myself on camera in so long. Oh man, it's been so long. But I think water. I think before I say anything, I just kind of want to say, I'm not looking for I guess, I'm not looking for any sympathy going forward, or I just want to kind of tell my side and pretty much my side of the story. And yeah, I'm not really yeah, I turned notifications off. I'm not looking for sympathy. I just kind of want to tell what my last month's been like and regarding everything. Like I said, I think I'm just trying to keep the community updated, you guys, the melee community, and kind of just want to update. And I think that's kind of where I'm at, and I just want to kind of, talk about that. And I think first of all, I just want to say, I'm just sorry about the whole situation. It fucking sucked. I think, for everybody involved and me, and I think if you supported me, my fans, and like, I'm sure it fucking sucked ass for everybody. I think it was, it just sucked. And I've said that a million times over the last month, but I think I think it just sucked, I think, for everybody. And I think, just sorry to everybody again. I've said, a million times to everybody, but everybody that was involved at the event, close friends, family, I've handled my, apologies and talking to people like off stream, and I've done a lot of chatting, and I talked to people. How that went, I think, is really nobody's business except mine and the people involved. And I think I've handled that the best I could, and I feel like I've talked to everybody, I've talked to friends, and I feel like I've handled it, and I've done what I can to make things better or try to make amends. So in that regard, it sucks that it happened, and I'm fucking sorry. I'm not trying to downplay it. And I, hopefully, want to try to put it behind me so I can, move on. And, I think a lot of people forgave me, and I talked to a lot of people. So, that's, more important to me than, like, with the general, like, what the internet thinks of me and whatnot. So I think, I've handled that, and I've done that the best I can. I really feel like I've, tried really hard to handle the best I could. And I think I'm okay with that going forward. And I think that's where I'm at. So again, I just want to apologize to everybody. I know it sucks if you're a mang0 fan and you felt let down, or whatever. I'm sure it sucked. It sucked for everybody. So I just want to say that, kind of get that off my chest. And so I think people are wondering, like, where have I been? What have I been doing? And honestly, like, just been spending a lot of time with my family. I started working out and started lifting weights. And I didn't start lifting weights because I didn't want to be one of those people who, like, get canceled and then they come back jacked. That wasn't my intention. But I did start lifting just because, well, I had more free time. And I figured, I liked biking. And I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. I was like, whatever, I'll try. And I've actually been liking it a lot. I've just been having a lot of fun with it. I've been, every day I wake up, I try to do yoga when I wake up, and then I lift, and then I bike. So, I've been spending like 1 to 3 hours a day kind of working out, and it's been like really good for me. And it's kind of what I do when I wake up. I've been going to bed early because, going to bed early is actually really nice. So that's what I've been doing, working out. I got so many chores done around the house, and like, I'll go more into this later, but you don't realize like how much time alcohol like takes away, because it's like the drinking, and then you have to kind of, as I get older, like the hangovers for like a day or two, and then I'm fucking lazy, and like you don't realize like until you're not drinking like how much like it affects me. Like I've like pretty much redone my whole house. I'm working on the outside. I'm just doing a lot of shit that I normally wouldn't done. I think even like 2 weeks ago, I went to a baseball game, and during the week, and then I took my son to the baseball game, Universal, and I was like, oh, this is actually really nice. Like, I think I just got kind of caught up in always thinking I like needed to drink to have fun, and like if I'm going out, I got to drink, and you get kind of caught up, I think, in that, and then you realize like, oh, like I actually don't really, have to be drunk to enjoy things. And I think, that kind of hit me really hard. And so that's kind of what I've been doing, just chores and taking care of myself and spending time with my family. And it's been really nice, man. I think I was kind of like in this like really weird, bizarre world, because I've been, playing Melee. I've been part of like the public eye for, since I was like 15. And it kind of made me realize, like, that's not how, like, I was kind of just living in, like, this really weird, bizarre, made-up world where I thought it was okay to do, where I just kind of thought I can get away with this, do that, blah, 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 get drunk every day, fuck it, kind of thing. And it, after, like, this month away, I've kind of realized, like, that's kind of not, I think you just get kind of caught up in, like, I don't know. I think this month for me, I realized a lot of things, and like, how like how I need to work, and like, it's been really good for me. I think in a funny way, I'm I'm sorry and I'm sad that like I feel like the best I ever have, and I like have such a clear mind, and like it sucks that I had to hurt people to get here, but I'm kind of happy in a weird way that it all happened. I think moving forward, I see things better, and like, I don't know, in its own way, like, it's kind of a blessing in its own little way. Like I said, it sucks that like it happened the way it did, and I, wish I didn't have to hurt and like upset so many people. But I think the way I am is like I can see so clearly when I'm just like rock bottom, at my lowest. When I'm at my lowest, I always see, the highest, because I'm a fucking idiot, and that's just kind of the way my brain works. And like I think during the week when it happened, so like just like breeze through that, I woke up, obviously I was blackout, so I woke up and I checked my phone, and I'm like, that's not good. And then it just kept getting worse, and I was like I was just like, okay, this can't be good for anybody. And it was just like, oh my god. I think if you've been drunk before and you just wake up, and like this has happened to me before, and just like you wake up and you hear what you did, or for me, I got to see what I did, and it was just like, oh man, it was just, it's such a awful fucking feeling, dude. Like, and then it got worse, and then I just like was like, well, this fucking sucks. And then the next day I got dropped by C9, and I was like, well, this sucks more. And then the next day I got banned from tournaments. I was like, okay. And then the next day my Twitch got banned. So it was just like, boom, boom, just like fucking punching the soul, like over and over and over. And I'm just like laying in bed, dude, like fucking, I would stay in bed till like 7 p.m. just fucking crying all day. Just fucking, I only got out of bed because my fucking stomach hurt and I really needed to eat. And like, it sucked, man. And it was just like, you're having fucking, dark thoughts, and I'm just fucking thinking, I don't want to live anymore. It's fucking, this is stupid. And this is how I know I'm a fucking psycho. because like, and I think, not that I think I would act on it, but I feel like that's probably a normal thing that people will go that route in, in my shoes and what I had to go with. And again, like, I don't think I'm like the victim in this, but I'm still a fucking person, and it sucks because like I don't want people to feel bad or like shitty because of me or uncomfortable, whatever the word. Like that's just not how I am. So it sucks for me like to know that I hurt people, and like, and I think like it sucked, and I know I'm a psycho because I was sitting there and I'm just in bed crying, and I'm just like, it'd be so easy, right, to end this all. And then I'm just like, and then my brain is a special place. I literally just thought of like all the people who would be happy if I ended it, or if I fucking never came back, or having a good laugh because Mango finally went down. All the people who were dunking on me for like free likes, and like using this time to like pretty much not give a fuck about me and just kind of throw me under the bus in whatever way. And I thought of those people, and I was just like, no, I really don't think so. I was just like, I might not be back today, I might not be back tomorrow, but I was like, that's just not how it's going down for me. And I was really sad, but I'm like, I'm gonna get out of this, and I think you guys will not get the last laugh out of me. And I told this to somebody, I won't say who, and they're like, bro, what about the people who love you? And I was like, honestly, they did not cross my mind during this. And then I said, I've given them enough great thoughts. They are not of importance right now. They have many great Mango memories. They are not what I care about right now. And I had this conversation with somebody, and I was just like, I know maybe that's the wrong way to go, but that's just kind of how I am as a person. I wish I wasn't, but it really just kind of how I, am, and the way I react to things. And like, I think this whole thing, like, I kind of saw a lot of myself as a person, and like just seeing like, I got to know myself really well in this time. And but I knew from like, just like I said, being at the bottom, like I just saw it all, and I was like, no, like I know I'm better than this. And I can say all this because like I know how I am as a person. I'm not perfect. And if you if you go and ask anyone who's ever met me, and if they've met me sober in my whole life, maybe like 12 people will say something bad about me. I know, like, and like I know the drinking, like I'm not blaming the drinking, but like it makes me do some dumb shit. And I see that now. Like, you know what I mean? Like I get it. And like I totally understand that. And it's just like, I think like I see a lot of things now, and so that's kind of where I'm at. But people are probably wondering like, what am I doing to like better myself? And so I got the American treatment recently, and it was kind of funny because I love America through it all, but it finally got me because I wanted to go to rehab, right, and like do that and do the whole thing, and then I check and I see how much rehab is, and I'm like, well, I just lost 80% of my income. And I'm just like, I don't know if I can spring for that right now. And like, I have money put away. Like, I think people think I'm done with my money. I could probably soft retire now, finish paying off my house, get some shitty little part-time job. Like, trust me, I put money away. Like, I think people think I was like done with my money, and I have none. Trust. I put some money away, but then I was like, okay, I can't. I'm like, I don't want to pay for that because I'm like, I think the parent came out of me. I was like, well, I'd rather use my money to, take care of my family. And I was already thinking like, I don't want to take my son out of private school, stuff like that. I think if you have kids, you'll understand. Like, you kind of like, I kind of in that moment was like, well, I think I should, let me hold on. So I tried that, and then I was going to do therapy, right? Because I didn't get to do like actual therapy because again, I was gonna do therapy and then I was like, all right, and then I was like, oh no, I lost C9, I lost my insurance. So then I saw how much therapy was, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know if that's really what my I don't know if I can really in this moment justify it, which is kind of fucked up. Cause but thankfully people reached out to me, people within esports, friends I have who were like, you know, I have somebody you can talk to. They're a therapist, psychologist. They deal with like substance abuse, and like a lot of people guided me, and they were like, you know, they'll do it for free. They just want to talk to you and help you, and you know, they're doing it as a favor for you, a favor for me. So I was able to talk to like a lot of people. People reached out, and obviously they all said like, you know, don't worry about it. I'm not doing this for credit. You can just, you know, keep me anonymous. So I did talk to, you know, a lot of people, and it helped a lot. I talked to a lot of people, got a lot of different perspectives, and I think I appreciate everybody who reached out to me in that regard, and I was able to, you know, talk. I think once I'm working on getting my insurance back, and when I do, I'll actually like go that route. I just feel like I couldn't. It's kind of fucked because like I want to better myself, but like I was like, I don't know if I could spring that money right now. And again, I'm not like I said at the beginning, I'm not like asking for sympathy or anything. It's just kind of, you know, where I'm at in that regard. So, you know, I'll get to it, but I did, you know, talk to a lot of people. I read some stuff. I watched videos about, you know, drinking this. I trust me, I was doing my thing and I did a lot of research, talked to a lot of people. And, you know, I'm feeling good about where I'm at. And, you know, I'm proud to say, I know it's not a lot, but I am 3 weeks sober today. Not a sip of alcohol. And I don't really have an urge to, I don't really have an urge to drink. The way, again, I don't know if I'm just psycho in the way I view things, but I view alcohol as like, I see alcohol as like a friend, and I feel like they just fucked me, and I was just like, I can't even look at alcohol. It's just like I can't. I'm like, I can't talk to you right now. It's like the best way I can do it. I'm just like, nah, man. Like, we've had some good times, but too many times have you fucked me, and I'm just like, and again, I'm, you know, taking accountability. It's just kind of how I like look at things, and I'm just like, you know, man, I can't. I don't have a desire to drink. That being said, I will say I've been drinking non-alcoholic beers, which have made this very easy. Ads? All right, I'll chill for a bit. But I think you know, kind of where I'm at with that. Take a quick little ad break, but okay, yeah, I was gonna go into that. I did go to a few AA meetings. I can say I did not like it. I just don't think that format style. It just I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. And yeah, I didn't like it. And you know, I tried. It was whatever. No, I don't really feel like I need to. I realize a big thing, like you're saying, I should post receipts of everything. And the way I see it is like being away for a month made me realize that like I I don't feel like anyone's obligated to know anything about me that I don't want them to know. This last month was so fucking peaceful for me because I didn't have to talk about bullshit. I didn't have to ever like say this or that, and it was very, very nice and like liberating to just be like, no, like my life is my life, and it's nice. And like I always share what I want to share with you guys, and I've always been that way. But it was a nice little month where I'm like, I don't have to talk about this or fucking controller course or fucking Zane's fucking dumbass cartwheel that I fucking probably would have talked about for a week and a half. Like shit like that in the small scope. And I think like And that's just like, a quick little thing. But like, that was kind of my life where I just felt like I had to talk about this. I had to talk about that. I had to talk about this, that. And like being away from it, I was just like, this is kind of nice. Like, I don't feel like, I don't know. It was nice. And, the month off was really nice for me. But, going forward, I think, so that's where I'm at. A big thing, like I said, I think a big thing was I realized that, like I said, things are fun sober. I went to a baseball game. I've never gone to a baseball game sober. I'm pretty sure even when I went as a kid, I was kind of secondhand high or something. I don't know. I went to a fucking baseball game sober, and I'm like, this is a real test. And the Angels, well, we're doing okay, by the way, but that's not important. And I was like, all right, this is a big test for me. I'm like, if I can go to a baseball game and, with my family and have a good time. And dude, I had a great time because I realize now when you go to things sober, you just get to be a fat fuck. I had a hot dog. I had some ice cream. I had fucking nachos. What else? I had some hot Cheetos. I was like, oh, okay. Like, it was kind of different. And I was like, this is different, but I'm like, okay, like, and before I go any further, I want you guys to know now that I'm not drinking, all I do is eat all day. I don't even want to show you the snacks I have in my room. I have like 75 Rice Krispies in my room, a thing of beef jerky. All I do is eat. I'm such a fucking fat ass now. It's insane. And all I do is eat because I don't know if I think just because now I'm lifting and biking, I'm just so fucking hungry. I'm hungry right now. What do I have? I have nothing around me. But I'm just like, I think because of that, I'm just hungry. I'm so hungry all the time. You want to know something funny? Is I realized that my body became reliant on alcohol to poop. And the first week when I wasn't drinking, I was like, I can't poop. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I didn't realize it, but I needed the alcohol to clean me out, and I didn't realize it until I stopped drinking, and then I was like, now you guys don't know what I do when I wake up? I have me a nice old person bowl of cereal with a banana, and then I shit 30 minutes later. I got it down. I got it nailed down. It's all good now. I got it together. So I think that's where I'm at. And then, I realized, like I said, I did so much talking to people, friends, after everything happened, I even talked in my Discord. All I've done is talk some more, apologize to millions, thousands, just, that whole thing. And like I said, I think I'm pretty happy with how I've handled things. And, I think, a lot of people forgive me. I think everyone who reached out to me, the week it happened, if you reached out to me, it was either Discord, Twitter. I fucking had 800 emails from random fucks. My friends. I had friends from high school message me, and, smash people, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And, even randoms. I checked my Instagram. I had fucking people there. And, I think everybody who reached out to me in that moment, I just, bottom of my heart, I think everyone who did will always have, special place in my heart, because when you're fucking, having dark thoughts, and those messages go such a long way, man. And a lot of people were just like, you're a fucking idiot, is what half of my conversation started with. And I was like, we've known that's fine. But they're like, I know, a lot of people were just like, I know how you are, that doesn't represent you. And I think it's I know you can come back, and I'm excited to see it. And I realized too, just fucking alcohol is just, it's fucking, oh my God, I've just handicapped myself for 10, 15 years, man. And it's oh my God, now that it's just it was such a handicap for me. Although I will say, if I didn't drink I probably would have never lost a Melee tournament, and I think things would have been boring. So that's all I got. Now I can do a humble run now. But let me tell you something. We'll see. I'm just saying, I realize now that, like, alcohol has just handicapped me. And I see it now. I think I had a lot of fun on alcohol, but, like, when I look at it, it's like, I think, just like all the down moments of my life and, like, people I've let down or made uncomfortable or whatever, it's just always with alcohol. And it's like, I see that now that I'm, 3 weeks sober, and, like, I understand now. It took, I'm sad that it took all of this, but I see it. I see it. I have no desire to drink, and I realize it's just kind of handicapped me, man. And, so I think just going forward, I have no, intentions of drinking. I feel like, I think people will take me more seriously if I'm just, cut it out completely. I think it'll be better for me. I think it's okay. I think it's been really easy not to drink. And I don't know what that says about me or drinking, but it's been pretty easy. But I think a lot of this just comes down to, like, I think, not to bring up, like, being a top player, but I think since I just know the work it takes to, like, get good at things and, like, the work. So, like, in my head, it's just like, well, we can't do it. And then that's that. Like, same reason when I lost the weight, it was really easy because I just kind of used that, like, thing to be like, all right, this is what we got to do. This is the plan. You got to put the work in. And that's kind of where it is. No, I think for me, it'll be easy just because I feel like I have a stream to keep me accountable. If I didn't stream and I said, fuck it, I would have been at the bar, probably, just been like, well. But since I have a stream to keep me accountable, and it's like I'm in, like, this fucking spotlight, it's just like, it's not worth it. It's just like, it's not worth it. And, it's just not worth it. I don't know how else to say it. It's not worth it in any way. And it's like, and like I said, I feel fucking great. You guys are complimenting my skin. It shines. I feel good, man. I don't ever feel like shit. I get up at like 8:30 a.m. I do fucking yoga, and then I fucking get chores done, and then I fucking do whatever I want. I read a few books. I was reading before bed for like a week. I'm not gonna tell you what I read. So that was a great book. And I think I see life without alcohol, and it's just so much better than my life with alcohol. And I think, like, it kind of sucks because I feel like I kind of fell, like, victim to, like, getting caught in a character, and it was like I was just Mango. It's like I have to drink because I just feel like I have to drink, and it kind of sucks because I was like, and I'm not using that as an excuse, but it's just like, well, fuck, I gotta get fucked up. I remember too at the LUT event when it happened. I won't say who said it because it's not important, but they're like, "Oh my god, it's Mango." I was like, "Oh hey, how's it going?" And they were like, "Well," I said, "It's a girl." Now you know. She was like, "Oh, so you're the drunk guy?" And I remember in the moment being like, "Is that how people think of me? I'm just the drunk guy?" And then I was like, in the moment, I was like, "I'll fucking show you the drunk guy, motherfucker." I wish I knew what I knew now, and I could have been like, "Yeah, maybe I don't want to be the drunk guy." But in the moment, I was like, "I'll fucking show you the drunk guy, motherfucker." And then I got too drunk. Whatever. And then I was the drunk guy, son of a bitch, and nothing I could do about it. And that's just, kind of how it goes down. And I can finally, kind of laugh at it. Not to say, like, it still sucks. And I think till the day I die, it'll sit in the back of my heart, the back of my conscience, and, like, I'll always think about it. And, like, I like, it'll always be there, I think, forever. Yeah, I did. I lost everything. I lost my sponsor. I lost my community. I lost fucking a shitload of money. I lost my insurance. People will probably never change their opinion of me. Like, I really feel like I just lost. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I went to jail, and now I'm out of jail, and now I'm living the life of somebody who got out of jail. Thankfully, I do have a fucking amazing foundation, and I can, regrow. And all I can do every day is try to be better, and that's all I really want to do is be that. So I think my plans going forward is I'm not drinking. I want to go back to streaming. I was thinking there was a part where I was like, yeah, fuck streaming. I give Joey the channel. He can do whatever, and I was gonna go get a job. I was like, I can take this time to pursue my life dream of selling used cars, because I do think, and you guys think I'm joking, I'd sell the fuck out of some used cars. But that's maybe for content for another day. And I thought about it. I was really thinking, like maybe I don't want to come back, but I was like, no, I gotta come back. And like, I was nervous today. I didn't want to do this stream. I don't want to do this. I want to be, I want to play games and say stupid shit and laugh and then go to sleep. But I think I just kind of had to get out of the way and like rip off the Band-Aid, and because I do want to stream, and I'm gonna stream full time. By the way, I'm not streaming today, or I'm streaming right now, but I'm gonna take off like a week or two. I'm not back yet. I just wanted to update, and then I want to get some more things done. I'm not ready to come back yet. I want to get a few more things done, and then I'm not ready to come back yet. I just wanted to rip off the Band-Aid, because eventually I was gonna have to have this, and I want to update people. Like I said, I know people care about me, and and I just want to work my way back in. I'm not ready to like fully come back. I'm not ready to fully come back, so I just wanted to update while I felt it was the time. It's been a month. I'll probably I might take another month off. I might take a week off. I just wanted to fill people in, and update them, and pretty much just kind of that. And I think it's going to be crazy because I think so if you guys don't know, I've my relationship with Melee is kind of, so obviously I'm banned from Melee. I got a year ban, which I'm not arguing it, and I think if you're a fan of me, I don't want any of you to like harass the TOs or like I don't expect any of my fans to, I will take that. I will take the year ban from majors, and just it is what it is. And if you're a fan of mine, I think you just will take it. I think I think you respect that, and I think the reason the TOs didn't probably post it is because they didn't want the harassment and all the stuff that comes with it, and I think that's fair. So again, I think a year, if they want to do a year and a half, 2 years, I'm up for it. I think being a part of Melee is like a privilege, and I unfortunately lost my privilege. I do think I've done a lot of good and positive in Melee, but I did, lose my privilege of that. And, I'm okay with it. Maybe in 6 months, 9 months, year and a half, I come back. And I'm not, this isn't like, I haven't talked to the TOs about this. Maybe in 6, 7 months, I'm like, hey, I'm doing pretty good. What do you guys think? I'm not going to spam them to come back. If they say after a year, we're going to add some more time. And, I'm not in a rush to get back. I think as much as I would, I love Melee community, obviously, and I would love to get back to see all my friends. But I think right now, my I think my plans are work on myself, get my channel going again, and then when I think I'm ready, I will, work on the melee part. But the melee stuff is not the melee aspect is not my biggest concern. I am sorry. I feel like I let the melee community down, as somebody who's one of the top dogs, and I know like I just been a drunk idiot at melee tournaments and just fucking dumbass. And like looking back on it now, it's just like I think now, I've only been 3 weeks sober, but I swear at my core I'm just a really smart person. I know it doesn't show, but like I understand things and I see things, and now like I look back and I'm just like, you just feel so stupid, man. And I had a lot of fun, but it's also like so many things of like just being an idiot, and I'm just like, God damn it. And like I said, I think for me it's just kind of the way I am, where I have to just be so in the dumps to see myself fully, like, and I think looking back, it's just like kind of roll my eyes. I'm like, you stupid fuck, like whatever. And eventually I'll laugh at it. Now I'm just kind of like, just one of those. I'm just like, God damn it. And so yeah, I think I'm fine with the ban. Whether I'm fine or I'm not, it doesn't matter. I think I'm okay with it. The TOs, like I said, if they want to add more time when the time comes, that's fine. I would love to be welcome back one day, because Melee's just been a part of my life, my whole life. I would love to play again. Mostly, just to make things right and come back to my community that I love and has been a part of my life. But again, I'll check in a few months and see what things are like. If maybe, we'll see. But that's like, that is kind of where I'm at. And again, I just think I don't want anyone to harass anybody. Just, like I said, I took the blame for it. It was my fault. If you're a fan or were a fan, I think you can just respect that. And, that's all I asked for. And so I think that's about where I'm at. Ads. I think I'm trying to think if I left anything out. Let me see. I had some notes written somewhere. I just wanted to like go over bullet points. But I think I think I got about everything. But yeah, I think I got about everything. Go Birds. I will say not drinking will be tested during football season. And it's kind of funny, but that'll be my my biggest test. I don't know if I can not drink during an Eagles game, but we'll see when the time comes. If we back to back, I might have to have a beer or two, but we'll see what happens when the time comes. We'll see. Maybe just one, maybe two. We'll see what happens. We'll see. But like I said, I've done a lot of things sober that I like. You guys and I went fucking bowling, and in my head I'm like, bowling's gonna be fucking lame sober. I'm just back in my mind like, I don't want to do this, but I was like, fuck it out. Let's fucking bowl. I had the time of my life, and I actually bowled 100. I've only ever bowled drunk. I averaged like 44. I was like, ooh, ooh, I was kind of gaming. So I think, like, I'm joking about the Eagle stuff, but I think like I went to a baseball game sober. I never went to this. I've done a lot of things sober, and I'm like, oh, this is fine. Like I'm I think like I'm just seeing the other side, and it's really not that bad. And see, I think yeah, I have, like I said, I have no intention of drinking. Like I said, I just view drinking as like a fucking friend who just did me so wrong, and I'm just like, I can't, I just can't, I can't look at you, and maybe for me that's like how it works, and I'm just like, it's just, I have not drank. I did drink. So I tweeted initially that I wasn't gonna drink, but I'm gonna be honest. I think in my spot, any fellow drunk asshole would probably drink a little bit. So since the incident, I've only been drunk one time. One time. Now, before you judge me, it was like 4 or 5 days after, and I sat right in this chair. I drank a whole bottle of gin, and I just sat here and cried till like 4 a.m. No words, no screens, no nothing. I sat right here and just fucking cried and just sat here till like 4 a.m. and just drank. And I was like, and I wanted to do that so that I could remind myself to like this is how shit you feel. And I want you to remember this, like, next time you drink, that this was the result of all of that. And I kind of remember that, where I'm just like, just remember that. Like, the reason we feel this shitty, and, and like, for me, it's like, yeah, I don't ever want to sit at my fucking chair till 3, 4 a.m. just fucking drinking in the room, dark. And when I think about drinking, I'm like, I don't want to feel that way again. And, kind of, like I said, I'm a psycho. I need things to be like that for me to be like, you know what I mean? Like, it sucks, but like, I think the week it happened, like, I learned a lot about myself, and like, I get a lot of things, and, I just think that's just like, that was the last time I got drunk, and like, I think I needed that. I think I had to get it out one more time. So, I think that's where I'm at. No, I think like I said, I'm saying everything that, like, I'm just speaking from my heart. I'm just telling you guys all that happened. Some of it was good. Some of it was bad. Some of it was sad. But, that's what happened to me, man. Like, and I've, just kind of said what I needed to say. Like, it was not the first week was, I think, the worst week of my life. And I would not wish that on anybody. It was not fun, man. I was just crying all day and fucking wasn't eating, and you're just having dark thoughts, and it's just like, it just sucked. I do not. I do not wish that on anybody. But I think now, like, I can kind of joke about it. Like, the first 2 weeks, I didn't want to see anybody. People were like, "Oh, we should hang out," and I was like, "You don't want to see me like this, bro. My fucking eyes are puffy. I don't even think I showered for like 2-3 days. I just laid there. Good thing I'm not smelly. But I was just laying there. I was just like, I don't want to do nothing. This sucks. This sucks so bad." And I think it was only bad because it was literally C9 into tourney ban into Twitch ban. So it's just like, it never ended. It's just every day I woke up and it was like, oh, cool. Oh, would you look at that? Oh. It was just like, it never, ever fucking ended. It was just like, oh my God, please just let it end. Please. And I'm going to tell you something funny. And I wish I was making this up. It was straight out of a sitcom, man. I was literally watching. I watched a bunch of poker the first week because I just had it in the background just for something. And I was watching poker, and I'm just laying there like at 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and I'm literally mid crying, and I'm just laying there, just crying, watching my little shitty stream, and I And then in my head, I shit you not, I go, well, I don't think it can get any worse. I said that, and then, oh my God, like 2 minutes later, my fucking stream, cuts off, and my heart fucking stops. And I'm like, oh my God, they banned my Twitch. Because I've been banned before. And this happened last time I got banned. And my fucking thing stops. And I'm just like, I'm just praying that it's not a lifetime ban. I'm just like, my heart skips. I'm already crying. And I'm just like, please, just don't give me the lifetime ban. Give me a month. Give me 2 months. Give me 6 months. Do not fucking give me the lifetime ban. And then I go, and then I didn't get an email. Because, like, I was using my C9 email, and then it got, taken away. So it was like, and then they didn't send it. I don't know. It was a bunch of shit. And then finally I checked. It was only 7 days. And I was just like, now it can't get any worse. I was like, hey, I think now we're good. I think. And then it's just like, every day was just like, oh, man, it sucked. Again, and I said at the beginning, I'm not looking for sympathy. I just wanted to tell you guys, where I'm at. And I feel like I've covered everything. Again, 3 weeks sober. I'm gonna, when I come back to streaming, I do want to have like a little counter. I think we're just coming back. We're gonna change the vibe of the stream. I already have my first idea. We're replacing 40 Friday with Fitness Friday. Stay tuned for details. That's my only idea that I have so far. But I think that's kind of where I'm at. I think the whole vibe of the stream, I just want it to be like very positive. I think going forward, I would love like to help people who have drinking problems. I don't know how I'm going to incorporate that to the stream, but I would love to help. I would love to somehow help, women feel safe at events. Again, these are all ideas that I would love to go through. I don't really have them polished, but I think going forward, it's something that I would, like to do. Don't really have any kind of ideas. I just got some brainstorming stuff. I'll figure it out. Again, if you're just joining, I'm not coming back to streaming yet. I'm ending stream. I'm just kind of rambling my last few things, and then I'll be back in either 1, 2, 3 weeks, a month. I'm just kind of rambling some stuff. And I think going forward, I would, like to go that route, kind of help and do what I can. But I think that's kind of where I'm at. My plan for Smash, again, I'm banned for a year, and I think that's fair. I'm not arguing it. Again, don't want anybody else to argue it or harass TOs. And I think the reason they didn't want to post it was for that reason, which, as somebody who's been, crucified by the internet 10, 20 times, this is not my first rodeo. Obviously, this one was the worst, but it's not fun, and it doesn't get easier, and it's just like, I get why, they don't want to do it, because it's just unnecessary hate that you don't really, want to deal with. So I understand that. And I think that's about it. I'm trying to think if I missed any something. But yeah, I think it's kind of interesting for me because I won't probably be streaming Melee because I have no reason to play Melee. I'll probably play Melee like once a week just because I miss Falco. But I think it's gonna be kind of weird. I'm gonna have it opens up so much potential time to no, I'm not speaking for the TLs. I'm just saying from what I think is their point of view. I'm not speaking for anybody. And I think it's gonna open up some crazy things with my stream and like what I'm gonna do. But we'll see. I will figure it out. But quick recap. I mean, it was a lot. I can't recap 50 minutes of talking. But I think I got everything off my chest. I think I just kind of feel it's good to see everybody, and I, without being corny, like, you know, I lost my community, and I know the whole like parasocial thing, but like I've always been kind of the opposite, where like I've gotten to know a lot of people in my community. I've DM'd people in my community. I've, you know, talked to people every day. They come in, they say hi, and like it sucks. I haven't seen anybody in a while, and like I lost everything. And again, I'm not looking for sympathy, but they grilled me, man. I got sent to the Shadow Realm, and I'm finally crawling out, or attempting to, but I lost my community. I lost my team. I lost a lot of subs. I lost I think people will just always view me a certain way. And I lost a lot, and I think it would have been really easy to quit, but that's just kind of not. I'm not. You can say a lot of things about me. I'm not a quitter, I'll tell you that much. And like at the end of the day, like I know I'm not a bad person. I know I'm a dumbass. I know, trust me, but I just know I'm not a bad person. I'm not perfect, but I know most people will have lovely things to say about me. And it's just, the drinking kind of held me back. And I think, I just feel like the drinking kind of just, put me in a direction that I got kind of lost in. And then I got stuck, and I just always felt like I needed to drink. And I just feel like, no, but in a way, I think, I don't know if it's like weird. I'm just kind of happy this all happened. It gave me such a new perspective, and like, I had to lose a lot, but I think the way I view things now, and like the way I view drinking, and the way I view like, spending time with my family so much, like it's very I don't know. In a way, it's kind of neat that it happened. Again, it sucks that it had to happen this way. But like I said, I think I just got stuck in like this weird world, because like I said, I've been in the public eye since I was 15, and I think the reason child actors and shit get all fucked up and end up doing a bunch of drugs is because like your brain and shit does not develop, I think, the way it should, and then you get stuck in this like weird thing. And that kind of happened to me, where like I got stuck. I was best melee player in the world when I was 16 and like 15, and then like I always had these eyes on me, and then like in ways I didn't get to grow up the way I wanted to, although I think I've come a long way as a person, as an adult. And I think this was like the cherry on top. And I think in a way it's like kind of needed to happen. And I feel like because of that, and like now, trust me, like all I've done this last month is like reflect and like look at all these things, and like actually look at things, and just like, I don't know. I view things differently now, and like, I think overall I'm pretty excited to move forward, and I think I'm just excited, man. I want to get back. I'll be back in a week, 2 weeks, a month. I don't know how long. But yeah, I think I'm just rambling. If you guys want to head out, I think I'll just kind of chill for a sec, and then I'll probably end. It was nice though, man. I haven't really. I think I got a lot of things off my chest, and I think if I like don't know what else I can say and like what else I can really do to prove. That's why every day I'm just gonna not drink, try to be better, be positive in my channel, and do fun content that isn't like degenerate, do more uplifting things, and like I think that's all I can really do. And I think hopefully, if you don't fuck with Mango and you're like, I hate Mango, I unsubbed, I this, that, and you just don't fuck with me anymore, maybe you stop by in 2-3 months and maybe, you're like, Mango's my guy. You know what? And if not, it's all good. I don't expect everybody to take me back, and I don't expect to be welcome back, but maybe, in a few months, few years, I think, maybe, I can hope. I mean, that's all I can really do is like, I think that's all I can really do. And, yeah, I think I've taken the right steps going forward. And again, like, I don't want to blame the drinking, but I do think it just made me a worse person, and I see that now. And it made me, funny dumbass sometimes, but it also made me stupid idiot fucker 3000. So it's like I get it, and it's just not worth it. And that's why I think I see that now. I don't know. I think I see that. And that's I do not crave alcohol. I do not want it. Like if you said, "Hey man, let's grab a beer," I'd be like, "I'm good." And I'm gonna be honest. I've been drinking non-alcoholic beers, and they're good, man. They scratch the itch. I think also another thing is like, I swear I'm like my brain. I'm just ADD, stupid fuck, and like, I think like for me, just drinking like does something like the same thing that a fidget spinner does, or like I have poker chips at my desk and I just fucking do this all day. I think I do this all day, like all day I'm just playing with my poker chips, and I think like drinking does that for me. It's just like something to do, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna start vaping. And then I was like, I did 12 minutes of research. I'm like, no, I think we'll find something else. We'll find something else. I was like, I was like, and I was just like, whatever. I actually love chewing gum, but I think just it's been crazy, man, to see just like fucking, I don't know, just seeing things I think differently, and it's been kind of crazy. But I'm trying to think. Let me check my bullet points. I had a few bullet points. I just wanted to cover some things. No, I talked about Melee. Talked about my plans. Yeah. I think I'll just hang out for a little bit. Joey will be back. Joey wanted to stream tonight. I just told him don't worry about it. Joey will be back today, next week, whatever. Or probably tomorrow, honestly. Is the VOD gonna be saved? I don't know. I got nothing. Let me see. But I think I covered just about, like, I'm trying to think, and I really just feel like I've covered what I need to. I think I just don't want there to be anything, just so people don't clip things out of context, because that's also fucking annoying, but I don't really know if I can do anything about that. I don't want it uploaded to YouTube, because I think going forward, I think I want my life the next year. I just want it to. I probably don't want to. I'm trying to be online while not be online. Because I think my job is online, but I don't want to be as online. I just kind of want to be here on my channel. And then, especially if I'm not involved in Melee, I really don't have like a community I have to like answer to, or like take on like whatever the course is that day, or whatever that is. I kind of don't have to do it, and I can kind of just be here in my little bubble. And I like the sound of that. I think I was growing tired. I think a big part for me, like, I'm sad I lost Melee because I love the community, and it sucks that I let so many of them down. But like, I think I was getting it felt like for me to enjoy the things I love about Melee, I had to go through so much like fucking goop and slush to like get to the part I love. Cause like, it's like a lot of things with Melee just became like so online, and it's just like, I think as someone who's been online just their whole life, it's just like it's just I'm over online, man. I'm just very over online culture. I'm just over it. Like I said, I've been dealing with online since I was like 15, 16, and like this last month of like just being away from it has been very nice. If I watch stream, I just go into a stream I like. And I only really watch small streamers, so it's none of like that big streamer culture. And I just think I'm kind of over it, man. And I think this month away, like, really reminded me that I just, you know, and it's been just a good reminder, I think. Like I said, I think this whole last month was just so many, like, just, I forgot what it was like to just be a person. And I think I was just, like, being mang0, which, like, is a very bizarre thing because, like, I think you just look at my life as, like, you know, I was in the spotlight when I was 15, 16 into, like, having a kid really young, into like being thrown into this like esport world where like Melee kind of blew up, into like having to be a streamer, into like drinking, into like this, into that. And it was just like, I think it was just like a lot to like, I don't know, man. It was just a lot. And I think like I said, this month off was good for me, man. I realized like a lot of things about life that I kind of forgot or like remembered, or like just like, oh it was just like a lot of, oh, that's right, like, oh. And I think for me it's like I just kind of needed it, because you guys realize since I started streaming a decade ago, I pretty much have never been off stream that I wasn't traveling for, when I like not traveling for a tournament. Even when I went to Costa Rica on my family vacation, I only took like 5-6 days off, and I streamed when I was there. I have never taken like a week off of streaming, 2 weeks. So this month was just so like, oh yeah, like kind of like, oh, very like, oh my God, I forgot. And it's crazy, man, when I didn't realize like how much shit I can get done. Because, like, okay, before I would stream all week, Monday through Friday, 40, 50 hours, right? And then I would get drunk on Friday, obviously. And then I would just get drunk all weekend. And I would get drunk all weekend because it was my days off. So now I was like, gotta party real quick before I get back to work. And then I realized because of that, I never did shit or accomplished shit on the weekends. So, like, anything I had to do, I didn't have time for because I was streaming during the week. And then on the weekend, I was drunk. And then I'd be hungover, like, Monday, Tuesday. So, like, looking at, like, looking at it like that, it was just like, oh my God, I had no time to do anything. It was like busy, drunk, hungover, busy, traveling, play Melee, drunk, traveling, busy. And then it was like, and then I was like, well, fuck, no fucking wonder I fucking drink. It's like, look at all this shit I'm just like trying to squeeze into like the little hours I have in a day. It was just so, I don't know. Looking back on it, it was like, oh, this is why. And like, it was so, I don't know. So bizarre, man. Like, just seeing it. I know you're trolling me, but I feel like no man has taken more accountability than me. I feel like all I've done is take accountability and take blame, and all I've tried to do is save my peace and ask for forgiveness, and I, made my bed, and now I'm lying in it, and now I'm trying to get out of my bed and, do what I can, and I feel like all I've done is pretty much take blame and say sorry and try and be better. And because I could have came back and just gone the fuck you route. And that route's easy. That route's brain dead. I could easily just go that route, tell everyone to suck my dick, go full America. I could have. I didn't want to because that's not who I am, and I don't, and I could have easily gone that way. That would have been not taking accountability. Let's get something right here. Let's get something. Let's relax here, because I'm banned from my community. I'm not banned from streaming. I could be a piece of shit and stream, and there's an audience for that. And it's easy. That shit's brain dead. I could be fucking a racist asshole. You think it's hard? No. That just gotta be easy. I just thought of like 9 things I can just rip out. Are you kidding me? Boom, clip. Boom, clip. Come on, dude. Like, I could have easily gone that way. Easily. Come on. So don't tell me I haven't taken accountability when all I'm trying to do is I made a mistake. I hurt people. I get it. And I'm just trying to like make amends and be a good person. And like, that's all I'm trying, man. Like, I mean, if people clip that out of context, again, I think, like I said, I'm going to just probably, I think people who hate me just now have ammo to hate me, and they're not, I can't change them. I'm trying to, win the people back who like cared about me and loved me, and, I feel like I let down. I'm trying to win them back. Yeah, I know they don't matter. That's why, like, what did I eat? Oh, I had a fucking veggie burger. You struggle with drinking? Again, I think I do want to incorporate something to help people with drinking. I'm thinking of either, like, doing something on the Patreon where, like, we have, like, I don't know. I do, because now that I see it, like, in the moment, I was just like, I don't have a drinking problem. But then, now I look at it and I was like, you fucking definitely had a drinking problem, you dumbass. And it's like, now it's just like, so again, I'm just trying to like just better myself. And again, if people want to clip me out of context, that's fine. Like, I think for the first month of my stream, people are just gonna try to find what they want. I know what I said. I know where I stand. I think people who watch the whole stream understand where I'm coming from, and that's all that matters to me. And I don't really Also, I hate my dogs. I hate them all. But yeah, I do. Like I said, I want to do like something to help people with drinking problems. I'll figure it out going forward. I do appreciate everybody who gifted. I had alerts off because I wasn't using this to profit. But people throwing money at. But again, that's why I didn't have them on. But if you stuck by me and you're giving me a second chance, I think that means the world to me. Again, if you used to support me and now you're kind of mad and you unsubbed or you don't want to watch me anymore, I think that's okay. Like, I get it. I hope to win you back one day. And I think that's all I can do. So I will spend, the next few days, this, that, just trying to be a better person and then take it a day at a time, start streaming again. Hopefully I come back to Melee in a year and a half. Because, I was already on my way out from Melee. So the not playing doesn't bother me. I don't mind that I'm not playing because I kind of didn't want to play anyway. But I am sad that I can't see, like, my friends, people I've known for 10, 15 years. Because a lot of them I only saw when I went to an event, even if it was only for, 5, 10 minutes. I did appreciate seeing those people. And now it's like, damn, I can't see a lot of, my friends that I grew up with or, traveled with or whatever. And that sucks. But, in a year and a half, 2 years, however long it is, I think when the time comes, until then, I'm just going to work on myself, man. And I think just saying all this feels good. I think, like I said, it was just, I think I had to rip the Band-Aid off and, like I didn't want to do this stream. Like, I don't like being like this. And, like, the first, like, week or two, man, I was just, I don't know what the fuck. Okay, I'm not visiting any Smasher because I have no sponsor. If you think I'm going to pay out of pocket to go see insert name, no. I'll be here if they want to come stop by and see me. I will gladly open up my door and we can have a nice non-alcoholic Guinness and watch some baseball, if that's the case. That being said, you guys know that Tom Holland, he made a non-alcoholic beer. I hate that it's the best one, and I get a 12-pack every week. Not happy about it, but he's got the best one. He's got the best one. What am I going to do? I'm mad. It's called Beer-O, and it's pretty fucking good, man. And then I drink the Guinness non-alcoholic. Those are my two favorite. Pretty good, honestly. I have pretty much one Guinness a night, the non-alcoholic one, and that's my favorite. I think it's because I never drank Guinness, like when I drank, so like I don't know. And you know what's my crime? You know what? It's all funny. You guys know my most hated beer besides Budweiser? It was fucking Heineken. And guess what's like the most popular non-alcoholic fucking beer at every bar? Fucking Heineken Zero. My fucking curse. Motherfucker. Now I'm just drinking Heineken Zeros all the fucking time. It's my fucking curse, bro. I drink them because like I've like checked out like all the places I went to, and now I only go to places that have the non-alcoholic options, which most places have like one. But it's really funny that I'm just stuck drinking Heinekens, and I fucking hate them. I fucking hate them. Hate them so much. I had the Corona Zero when I went to the Angels game. Yeah, I was gonna tell Joey we should make a non-alcoholic beer, and then a super one where it's like 3%. You can get wicked wild off 15 if you need to. But that's for the future. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I have poker chips that I play with. Like I said, I just need to stimulate my stupid fucking brain. But yeah, I'm kind of babbling now. I think I might leave the VOD up for a little bit, but I pretty much I'm kind of just babbling. I think it feels good. I haven't talked. Like, you got to remember, I love streaming, and I miss just kind of doing nothing and dicking around. And I feel like I've said my piece on everything. Kind of just rambling now, but TLDR, I'll give you guys a quick TLDR, and then I'll probably hop off in a bit. Let's see. So yeah, I think just I started off by saying I didn't want sympathy. I was just kind of saying what I needed to say. I was just saying my side of the story. Again, I feel awful about what happened. I feel gross, kind of disgusted with myself. I don't like it. But I think when something, like, we all make mistakes, right? Unfortunately, my mistake, the aftermath was brutal for me, and I deserved it. I'm not denying that. And I think how you act after is like what defines kind of you, and I feel like I've handled it all the best I could. I feel like that's all I can really do. I feel like when you fuck up, all you can do is day at a time and try to make it better every day. And it sucks, but I'm getting better. I feel mentally, I feel great. And all you can really do is like try and be better every day. And, I make my amends and I say what I want. Some people forgive me. Some people don't want to. Some people hate me. And you know what? You have to live with that. And there's, I think, not really much else I can do except try to be a better person every day. And that's kind of where I'm working at. And then, again, I said sorry to everybody I let down. Everyone, I've messaged everybody at the event, everyone involved, friends, families. I had fucking high school friends I haven't talked to in a long time messaging me. I've done a lot of talking, and I feel like I've, said what I need to say to everybody. And, kind of that. And all I've been doing is spending time with my family, working out, doing a lot of chores that I kind of neglected. I did talk to some specialists, some therapists, some psychologists, people who specialize in like substance stuff. And when I get my insurance figured out and my money figured out, I'm going to get an actual therapist that I would love to see once a week, twice a week, whatever. Again, I am 3 weeks sober. I have no intention of drinking. I have my little non-alcoholic beers that make me happy. So I'm not drinking. I don't plan. I did joke about drinking if the Eagles win the Super Bowl. So I hope we don't win, but if we win, we'll deal with it when we do. We'll deal with it when the time comes. And, what else? And a big thing I realize is things are actually really fun sober. And I realized that, like, drinking just kind of handicapped me. And obviously I'm joking, and you guys got to realize something. I'm going to have to joke about me drinking and relapsing because that's just how I am. So it doesn't mean anything. That's just, I have to joke about things. And you guys know me well enough to know that that's just how I am. I have to joke. I've actually today made the most jokes I've made in a long time. My jokes were kind of, they were fading. But, I'm ready to, that's just how I am. I think if you know me, that's just, I like making jokes. Sometimes for the better, sometimes, for the worse. It's just always how I've been. Even before I was a streamer, just kind of how I am. But yeah, I realized drinking just kind of handicapped me, made me worse person, lazier person, a stupider person. Just, you know. And then I think my future plans, I'm sober. I have no intentions of drinking. Maybe in a few years down the line. For now, though, I just want to work out, see what my body can do if I'm not having alcohol slow me down. And just go from there. And then I want to go back to streaming full time. What do you want, dog? Be streaming again. I am not streaming full time today. I'll be back in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I mean, if I don't ever go back to drinking, cool. If I could, have a few beers in 5-6 years and be all right, cool. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't really know what I want. We'll see. Like I said, I think the thing I'll keep saying is, one day at a time. And it's kind of a corny. Okay, so you guys are already talking about Zane's pink hair, and this is exactly what I mean. I don't give a fuck about Zane's pink hair, but now I have to hear about Zane's pink hair. This is exactly what I said earlier. This is exactly what the fuck I said. It's exactly what I said. Now you guys get where I'm coming from. You got to hear about stupid shit you don't care about. Anyways, I'll go check it out after. But I did go to a few AA. I did not like it. I think I didn't like the group thing. I don't like talking about my feelings. I've always been that way. And I think I'd rather just keep it, what it is. It wasn't for me. I think what else? And I think that's about it. Again, I was banned from Melee for a year, and I'd appreciate it if nobody, harassed the TOs. I am okay with that. Like I said, I think Melee was a privilege. I, lost that privilege, and I would love to have it back in a year. Maybe, 6-7 months, we look at it, and I'm like, hey, and they're like, shut up, and I'll be like, okay. I'm not going to argue with them. I'm not trying to get it shortened. If it gets longered, that's fine. I don't think I'm in a position to argue that, and I have no intentions of arguing with it. And I think, no, I'm currently not looking for a sponsor right now. I don't think anyone would sponsor me. Maybe in 6 months when I'm a shining beam of positivity, but I'm not worried about that right now. That's not my concern in the moment. I see Gio's here, who didn't message me once in the last month, but shows up when I'm streaming. I will say I do know who my real friends are. I will say in the moment, I got to see who my real buddies were. I think the craziest thing of this all, and not even in like a corny way, is I really, really, really saw who like my real friends were. And I think in a way it was very endearing to just be like, who had my back, who tried to talk to me, who was like, Mango, you fucking idiot, but it's okay. Like, we'll get you through it. And like, that really means a fucking lot. And I do appreciate everybody who reached out to me. And a lot of people did. If you sent me a message and I didn't respond, I promise you I saw it. I just was probably crying, or I just finished talking and I just didn't want to talk about it anymore. But if I promise you I saw like every message, I just might have not responded because I was having like 50 conversations a day, and like just didn't always want to deal with it, or the timing was bad. And I think So I think in a good way. In a good way, I think in a beautiful, weird, sick mango way, I think I am weirdly happy that this happened. And again, I think it sucked that so many people had to be let down and hurt or affected by it. But I do think, I think for me, it's like, well, and I don't know why I'm this way, as a person. But like I said, when I'm at my lowest, when I'm at my lowest, I see, I can see the top a lot better. And, again, it sucks that it had to happen this way, but dog, what do you want? Oh my god. I can maybe actually go rock climbing because I didn't want to hurt my hands. I might go climb a fucking mountain. You don't know me. Might be time. Dude, I actually want to take up, I want to do boxing and then I want to do jujitsu. Because I'm like, all these things I wanted to do before, I couldn't do. Because I'd rather be drinking or I'm hungover. But now it's like, it's Saturday. I'm like, I feel great. I went to bed at 11:30. I can do whatever the fuck I want. So it's kind of, like I said earlier, it's kind of crazy. Like, I didn't realize how much, like, drinking took out of my time and schedule and, like, just, like, I don't know. Kind of crazy. Again, I think, I don't know if Joey's going to stream. Joey, if you want to stream in, like, an hour. Melee, yeah, not having Melee and drinking has opened up my life, like, so much time has opened up. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, if you guys want to ask any questions, I'll answer questions for like 5 minutes and I'll go. But yeah, I think I got out what I wanted to get out, and like still smoking. I'll have an edible to sleep still once in a while, but I don't need it anymore because before I would sleep because I felt like shit, but now I can actually go to bed pretty easily. I didn't have an edible at first. I think if I would have smoked like the first or second week, I would have got paranoid and started crying. So I didn't touch it until I felt like I could maybe do it. How's music been? I actually don't listen to music. I realize I don't like music. I just listen to music for work. You take that as you will. I realize I do not care. I only listen to music when I stream. I guess when I work out now. Funny enough. Nah, I'm good, Kevin. I've been Okay, wait. What shows have I been watching? You guys can't judge me. I'm about to tell you something. I started watching Love Island. It was cinema. I'm going to say it. It was cinema. I forgot my love of shitty reality TV. I forgot. That being said, I only watched season 6 because my sister said season 6 was good, and apparently the new season sucks. Season 6 was fire. That's all I'm going to say. Season 6 was good. Okay, relax. Okay. You got to remember, I do love Jersey Shore. So, thoughts on the game J-Bone's been playing? I bought Joey Tony Hawk. Keep in mind, I lost all my income. I was like, Joey, I'll buy this game for you. He streamed it once. That's my thoughts on what Joey's been playing. Fucking played it one time. One time he played it. I did not play DK. If you think I'm going to sit here and play Donkey Kong off stream, then you just don't know me. That being said, I did want to play it. But I'm not going to sit here and play Donkey Kong off stream. I'm just not built that way. What have I been playing? I played a lot of Star Wars Battlefront with an unknown, he will not be named, ex-streamer. And then I played a lot of Counter-Strike. And then I've been playing League of Legends ARAMs. Have been kind of my games right now. That's kind of what... I didn't game the first, 2 weeks. And then in a way, gaming was very therapeutic, and it felt nice to just game again, I will say. In its own way, it was nice to just, play some games. And, yeah. Will I play Melee again? I'll play for fun. Again, I'm banned for a year. So I have no reason to play. I don't even know if people will play me. I'm not going to say who. I messaged someone. I said, hey, will you play me in Melee in a month or two? Like the good old days. And they said, I got to see how it looks. And I was just like, oh, well, fuck me then. Well, fuck me then. We'll see. We'll see. That being said, I don't even know if people can play me. Or is it going to be weird backlash? I understand if people don't want to play me. It will be weird if I ask someone to play and they're just like, nah. And I'm just like, okay. Okay. Funny enough, I know I could relapse. I don't think I will. And I know that's a crazy thing to say because I'm sure everybody slips up. But I feel like I'm under such a microscope. And to the point where it's I just don't think I will fuck up, it's just so much riding on it that I just will be like, eh. And I told you guys the last time I got drunk was right here at this chair. I sat here, I drank a whole bottle of gin. And I just sat here and cried till 3, 4 a.m. And you're probably wondering, why would you do that? Because I literally wanted to be the last time I got drunk. I just wanted to remember how bad it made me feel. So now when I get an itch, I'm just like, just remember what it did to you. And just remember that it did this and it made you feel this fucking shit. So now that's my reminder. And it works. I'm just like, yeah. Don't want to feel like that again. It's the same reason I have my Big House 10 medal in my room. I gotta remember the lows, man. We should do something about the drinking culture. No, I think... drinking culture is just world life culture. Drinking is so embedded. Is that the word? Embedded in just normal life. I don't think that's you would have to change the whole ecosystem of society. You know what I mean? It just kind of the fact that you can get it everywhere and it's just everywhere. I think it's just hard, It's just kind of, I don't know. I'm sure there's some places where it's not, but I think on average most things are kind of centered. Not centered, but it's there. You know what I mean? Yeah, hit me up, man. What am I drinking? I drink non-alcoholic beers and sodas that have 0 calories and stuff. This chat and community, well, like I said, I'm going to clean up the way my chat is. We're not going to be degenerate chat anymore, I think. I think I want it to be a... You know what's funny? Is when I was biking and being healthy, there was 30% of my chat who was just like, Mango, we don't want to hear about... You're annoying. We don't want to hear about you losing weight every day. I was like, well, fuck me, dude. What do you want me to do? Drink a beer? I'll drink a beer right now, motherfucker. I'll show you how to drink a beer. And then I did drink a beer. And then I did. And here we are. And here we are. But I think the culture in my chat I will change. We will be a positive beacon of positivity and golden rainbow sunshines. And again, I think if you have a problem with drinking, I think going forward, I would love to try and help. And I think it's something I want to open up. Because I don't... I think if you can drink, you should drink. But I think when you know you can't drink, you should just not drink. And I think, for me, I thought I could drink, but I could not. And I see that now, and I will not drink. And it sucked that it took me that to realize it. But, I realize it just makes me a worse person. Okay, you leave Drunk December out of this. There was a lot of good times because of drinking. It wasn't all evil. Let's relax. That being said. Okay, Mango... okay, hold on. Who called who gay? Hold on. Sounds kind of gay. Previously sub 13 months. Why is that my community? Why is somebody says something in my chat, they're part of my community? This is what I want to understand. Also, 70% of my chat is gay as shit. They're all gay. Literally. It's not a problem here. No, it's... I've seen my chat. I've met them. I've seen them talk. They're gay as fuck. It's cool. It's fine. We got no problem here. No problem. But, I'm not mad at Ludwig. I think he just kind of handled it. You got to understand something. Me and Lud talked after. It was all good. The way things happen on internet and the way things happen not on the internet are completely different. I'm not mad. I think he just kind of had to handle it the way he did. And, I get it. It doesn't... If you guys want to hate Lud, that's on you. I still... Lud's still my boy. I have no hate towards Lud. He's still my buddy. And, going forward, Lud's still my guy. So, it is what it is. Yeah, Lud had a company. He's got employees. I don't expect him to just throw that all away for me. You guys really just got to use your brains. It's not... There's more to it than just us. We talked, and we're good, And it's just more... It's not... It's just the way it is. And whether you like that or not, I'll tell you something. I don't like it. Not because of the way it was handled, because that's just the internet. And I hate the internet. But I know that's not entirely, there's more to it than that. You know what I mean? Also, you can say what you want about Lud. Let's up those numbers. Bigger number, better person. He's consistent. You can't say he's not consistent. You can't say it. The man is consistent. That being said, I have no hard love. Lud's still one of my buddies. We've been talking here and there. I think the way it got handled, he kind of had to do what he had to do, and I get that. And it's no... There's no bad blood. Like I said, this whole month away made me realize that the internet is here in the way things are happening, and there's these unwritten and rules about the internet, and then there's real life, and they're just they're just not the same. I I don't know how else to say it. That's just kind of what it is, and they're very different. And I like, trust me, I see that perfectly now. And again, like, if you guys want to hate Lud, I just know I don't hate Lud at all. I love Lud. No bad blood. We're still buddies. We'll probably still hang out. So yeah, I think if you want to hate Lud, that's on you. But just know that I don't hate Lud, and I think whoever accepted my apologies, none of your business. And I said this earlier. I've talked to everybody. What was said in those conversations is nobody's business except ours. And it doesn't, I feel like, and not trying to be mean, it's just the conversations were had, and what happened in those conversations does not matter to you. That being said, I just watched Love Island, and I'd be, I get it. I'd be kind of mad if I was being held out on some secrets. But I am not on Love Island. I am on twitch.tv/mang0. So I get it. I get it. Yeah, I think the problem is, like, everyone thinks they need to know everything and be a part of everything. And it's like, you don't need, like, I think we forgot how the world works. It's like, now that everything's so like that, it's like, we don't need to be, not everything needs to be so public, right? I went to a meeting. I did not like it. It was weird. Maybe that works for some people. I didn't like it. I was like, I don't like it, man. I don't know when I will, I don't know when I'll come back to streaming again. I'm just kind of blabbing until I feel like getting off. For me, this is like therapy in a way, because I just want to, people have questions. I'm like just trying to, I don't want anyone to feel in the dark. I just want to get it out, leave everything out. You do what you want with this. Again, if people decide, fuck it, I'm never going to watch mang0, then, unfollow the channel. I'm probably not going to be tweeting again. You can unfollow my Twitter. When I go live, I'm just going live. And if you don't fuck with me, then you don't fuck with me. There's other streams to watch, and that's okay. And I'll be here streaming. Every day when I come back in like a week or two, maybe 3 weeks, and I'll be here. If you want to come and support me, cool. If not, it's all good. I understand. It's all good. My future with Melee, I think, funny enough, I was gonna retire from Melee soonish anyway, but I feel like I can't retire now just because I can't let my glorious, amazing career end this way. So I probably at some point will do one more year of Melee. One more. I'm not worried about that now. That's like not my concern in this moment, but I know I can't let it end like that. So I think I would like to do one more. But again, that's like the last of my concerns. We'll see in like 10, 11 months. I was banned. I'm banned for a year from Melee. Hey, it's already been a month. 11 more months. Positivity. It's already been a month. You gonna bench 225? I PB'd today in pull-ups, by the way. I did 4. I'm just saying. Last week I can only do 2. I'm just saying. I'm up to 4. You guys want to see the progress? Look. Oh, look at that. That's a little something. I'm just saying. I never had anything like that. A little muscle right here. A little something. It's not a lot. It's adorable. But I didn't want to turn this into me flexing, but I feel like I got all the serious stuff out. And it feels good, man, just to kind of bullshit. I love streaming. You guys know I love streaming. And it feels nice. Again, I think I have a lot of work to do. But I'm not going to just be serious every stream because that's just not who I am. I would love to come back soon. And I think after this stream, I probably will never bring it up. I don't want to talk about this going forward. And I know it's easy for me, but like I think a lot of people have moved on. And I think this is like I think the last like step I need to like finally kind of moving on, you know? And again, I know it's going to be hard and like I don't expect everyone to welcome me back. A lot of you have welcomed me back and I know a lot of you know me well enough to know that like it just sucked. I keep saying I said that so much the week it happened and like the week I was like this just sucks, man. Like I didn't know how else to word it. I didn't know what else to say. I was like it just sucks. It just sucks so much. And I literally kept like looking for other words and I was like it just sucks. I didn't know. It does feel bad to let people down, and I let down a lot of people. I let down my melee community, I let down my family, my friends, and it sucked, man. But all I can do now, I've said it. You'll probably hear me say this a lot. Just like, oh wait, you know what else I did sober for the first time? I went to the movies. Oh my god, do you know how much of the movie I miss because I'm just pissing and getting drinks constantly? I got to sit down and watch a whole movie. I was like, oh my god. I did watch Superman. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. I also will recommend watching F1. I don't know if it's still in theaters. That movie is badass. I would also recommend watching that. F1 was badass. Yeah, I know I didn't commit a crime, but like I said in my post, like I think the second you make people uncomfortable, it's not a crime, but it's like it's just cringe and wrong. And like at the end of the day, you did something wrong. Just because like it's not like I don't know what the word is. Not just because it's like not. You know, I'm not going to jail. Like, it's still not cool, and it's still wrong. You know what I mean? And like, you know, like no matter what, whether you think it's like bad, not that bad. Like I said in my post, the second you cross that line, it's just not cool, right? And I think, I mean, my livelihood isn't ended. I lost a lot. I think if my Twitch was banned, then I'd be like, damn. But I just got to rebuild. I'll be all right. Just go check my Twitter. I did post my long... That's why I didn't want to say sorry the whole stream, because I feel like my post said everything. And... I think, you know... Trust me, trust me, all I've done is reflect, and I see it. I'm like, you know. I get it, and like I said, all I can do every day is like try and be better and be positive, and that's all I can do. Is really just try and be better every day, and hopefully, you know, everyone loves me in 5, 6 months, a year, 2 years. And if not, at least I know from my peace of mind. I think from like my peace of mind is knowing that like I talk to everybody. I said my piece. You know, I'm not drinking, which I think was a major problem in my life. I gave it up. And just be positive, and I really think that's all I can do. That's all I can do. And that's all I can do. I really truly believe that's like, yeah, I think that's all I can do. And if you know anybody that I've ever like made uncomfortable or wronged while I was drunk, like you can always shoot me a message. I've talked to a few people and I'm like, oh fuck, dude, I don't even remember that. That's fucked up. You know, sorry I went down that way, blah blah blah. And I've had a few of those talks, and it's just like, yeah, dude, like my bad. And I'm all for, you know, having those talks. If you know anybody feels the need to message me, I'm all for it. What about? We'll see. I think. Going forward, I do want to like help people with problems. Like I said, I have ideas. Again, I want to help women feel safe at events or stuff. I got to figure out what I want to do there, but it'll come to me. And then like with helping people with drinking problems, I guess drug problems. I don't know how similar like a fucking like heroin problem is to like drinking problem. I don't know, for I've never done like a really hard drug, so I don't know like how close they are, how bad. I don't know, like that. I don't know. So we'll see. Sober Sunday. Right now we just have Fitness Friday. That's my only new change, is I got Fitness Friday. Also, yeah, I did have somebody asked earlier if I had withdrawals. I couldn't tell if I had withdrawals, but I messaged somebody and they told me. They're like, "So, how you feeling?" And I was like, "Well, I kind of feel like I kind of feel like I'm getting a fever and my head gets really hot. And then I kind of feel like my head just gets hot, and then I'm just fucking fatigued. I was so fatigued. And I thought I could have maybe just been sick. I don't know if I was actually sick, because a lot of people in my house and family were sick. So I don't know if I was sick or that. And the person I was talking to was like, so you want to tell me? Because they like specialize in, all this shit. And like, so you want to tell me like what you're feeling? And I said everything. And then they were like, okay, let me message my doctor friend. And they messaged her doctor friend. They're like, my doctor said you should go to the ER. And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm broke. I'm not going to the ER. I'll tell you right now. I'm not doing that. I did tank it. I was like, I lost my... It sucks because, like, I lost all my income. I lost my insurance. So I was like... And then I didn't know how streaming was going to be. So I'm like, what if I come back and, like, nobody fucks me anymore and I have 500 subs? And then I'm like... So, like, all of this crosses my mind, right? So it was like, oh my god, this sucks. But I was like, if it gets bad, I'll go in. I mean, I'm at 3 weeks right now. I don't think it, I didn't think I was going to die, but I think it was affecting me. But I also think, okay, so like my timeline of the way things happened for me were kind of funny. So the first week after it happened, I didn't eat. I didn't drink water. I just lied in bed all day and cried. And then I would get up, take a few bites, and then go back to bed. Right? So the first week I just didn't eat, didn't do shit. I just laid in bed and cried. and then after that week went by, I was like, it was Monday, so it'd been 7 days. And I was like, all right, we got to get out of bed, bro. I'm just like, you guys, to me, I was like, I'm giving myself 1 week to sulk. I was like, let it out. I'm like, I'm not gonna you get 1 week. I was like, I'll give you 1 week and then you gotta get out of bed. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm just gonna sulk it out. Laid in bed all day, crying, fucking rolling around, doing nothing. And then after I was like, all right, we gotta get up. So then I started cleaning. That's when I started working out, and I was like, so I think I went from that into instantly pumping iron and biking into not drinking. So I think like my body was just like, it was too drastic. So I also don't know if it was like withdrawals or like it was just too much change happening for my poor little body too soon. I think. I don't know. But I think it was just, yeah. The family's doing good. My last drink was, so I haven't had a sip in 3 weeks. And then the 2 days before, it was the weekend. I did have 2 beers that Saturday. And then I had 2 beers that Sunday. Is the last time I drank. You know what the last beer I drank was? I had to have a Modelo for the road. It was Modelo time. One more time. One more time. Why talk about this? Well, talk about what? Everything? I'm just being as transparent as I can be about everything. I think the only way, and I could be wrong, I think the only way people will take me back is if I'm just very open about everything. You know, except I'm just being open. I'm just giving what happened to me, my month, and I'm taking accountability, and I'm just trying my hardest, man. No. The last time I got drunk was the gin bottle. The last time I drank, period, was the 2 Saturday Sundays before, when I had 2 beers, and then I had the 2 beers. I didn't get why so many people were like, Mango's not taking accountability, and I'm just like, I was like, dude, this veggie burger is fucking my insides up. I'm like, dude, I feel like I've only tried my hardest to, you know. I also think at least what I have faith in humanity is like, I think you have to be a real motherfucker to like, I think if someone's trying to better themselves, you have to just be a real fucker to be like, to not at least like, oh, what's the word? I feel like you just have to be like, all right, I don't fuck with Mango, but good for him. You know what I mean? Like, I think at least, that's about all you can do. If like you just will never fuck with me again, I think that's cool. But you're like, I don't fuck with Mango, but good for him. And I think that's kind of at least my idea and like my logic going forward is that people will see that. And the people that don't see that, then I don't really care about their opinion, because that's not how I think people should be. You should always like want people to try and better themselves, especially after like a big fuck up. And like, it's like would people rather me just come back and just be a fucker? Would they rather me just be drunk right now and like dropping slurs? Like it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, I'm trying to, you know, so I think all I can do is, I'm just trying, man. I can just try, and good enough for me that I am. I'm just You gave me benefit of the doubt. I think I've earned at least a little benefit of the doubt, and I think even though I've done some dumb shit, mostly when I'm drunk and been a fucker, and you know, probably ruined a relationship or two, I think I've also have done a lot of positive, and I've like, you know, I think I've more often than not have like done more positive in the world. Not that that excuses it, but I do think it should count for something. Something. It doesn't excuse anything, but I do think it's just like, I'm trying. We'll see. We'll start a group again if I know some people were telling me, oh, like I'm drinking a lot less now and stuff. I think that's cool. Well, like I said, I'm gonna open up something for like that. I think I've only been sober 3 weeks, man. It feels fucking great, man. I feel fucking great every day. I wake up at like 8:30. I have my little old man cereal, a banana. I started walking my dogs, and my other. Does this happen to anyone else? My dogs only fucking shit when there's somebody watching. So like I'm walking by somebody, and I'm just like, please don't fucking shit. And then they start shitting. I'm like, why do you always shit when there's somebody here? And then I have to like pick up the shit. And then there's just this person here. I'm like, why are you just shit over there? Does anybody else's dog do that? It's so annoying, dude. I'm like walking by people and I'm like, don't poop. Don't poop. And then they poop and I'm like, I'm going to pick up the shit. But it's like, I don't want to pick up shit in front of other people. It's very annoying. Very annoying. It's so annoying. And now they just, oh my God. Okay, my dog is never shit in the middle of a crosswalk. I'm just leaving it at that point. I'm sorry. You can call me a bad person. I'm not bending over in front of traffic to pick up shit. At that point, you say what you want about me. Me and my dog are going home. Whatever. You can judge me all you want. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You know how they say your chat is reflective on you? I think your dog shitting in the middle of the street is reflective on you. What kind of dog is that? What are you doing to that dog? Why is he shitting in the middle of the street? That being said, I think the bottom tier people of the world are people who don't return their carts back when they go shopping. And then I think people who don't pick up after their dogs when they take them on walks. To me, bottom tier. Bottom tier people. Bottom tier. People who cheat in games are up there. Already looking healthier? I feel healthy, man. I feel good. And that's why I think I'm trying, man. I'm trying. We're not supposed to drink every day and get blacked out. That would have been nice to know a few months ago. Thanks for the input, man. I have been living with I said it earlier. I realized I've debuffed myself so hard by drinking, man. And again, I'm only 3 weeks sober, but it's such a fucking handicap for me, man. The amount of shit I get done and it's only been 3 weeks and I'm already just have more energy and fucking feel better, and that's cool, man. I almost picked up cigarettes at one point. I was like, fuck it. Then I almost bought a bong. I was like, I gotta replace it. I gotta do something. But now I'm realizing it's it's not too bad. Not too bad. Man said he was only going to give an update today. It is low-key going to give Joey's Uptime a run for their money. Don't get me started on Joey. He only streamed 3 hours of Donkey Kong the day it came out because he got motion sickness from a kid's game. And then I said, it's fine. You can make it up on Sunday. I checked in his stream Friday. He's like, Mango said I was going to stream on the weekend, but I'm not gonna, and he can fight me. And I was like, what do you mean? How? I couldn't believe he said that. I was like, what the fuck? I could just fire Joey right now. I can't even afford to pay his ass. I'm losing money. And he's going to Now you're beating me up because you don't want to cover your own shift? I've done heard it all. Oh, I've done heard it all. I'm getting Joe. You want to see? Look! You see it? You see it? It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's been. I think I've been working out 3 weeks now. I read it takes 1 to 2 months to see noob gains. I know. I'm telling you, I just have no desire to drink. Again, I think when I look at it, it just took everything from me. And I feel like people I feel like I'll just be held accountable by the stream. And I could just drink off stream and then look you guys in the eye and say and lie to you guys and just be like, I haven't drank. I could do that. But I feel like eventually I would get caught slipping and it's not worth it. And 2, what if I'm out on Saturday? I'm at Universal Studios, I'm drinking a beer, someone takes a picture, it's on TMZ, and I'm just like, you got me. You got me. I got nothing to say. I've been got. So it's I think having the stream as an accountability makes it really easy. You know what I mean? Yeah, it would be stressful. I would have to lie to you guys all the time. I lie to you guys, but I only take your money to lie to you. I don't want to take the trust and love that we have. I'll take your money and lie to you every day, but the trust and love, I can't do that. I can't do it. Can't do it, and I won't do it. There's a line. There's a line. Oh, I'm getting a headache. Why am I getting a headache? Maybe just fucking... Oh, dude, I think I've been getting a headache because I forgot to turn... I've been playing CS, and when I play CS, I turn my my flux off, and then I keep leaving it off. Let me turn it on. Yeah, that's what it is. When I fucking look at this bright-ass OLED all day, I start getting a headache. I think the chat will hold me accountable. I think... Okay, real quick. How many of you would get home from work and you're just used to Mango being on and he wasn't on? It had to have been a sad sadness that I don't want to ever do to you guys again. Because I'm always just on for 10 years. And I know I was like, I feel bad. I'm like, what are my people watching right now? Subathon got cucked. Okay. Subathon did get cucked. That being said, the Subathon will be back when we get back to 5,000 subs, if we do. Or maybe I'll lower it. Me and Joey, 2-week capped Subathon. Well, I think how much time is left? There was 50 hours left or something. 54. We're going to start the Subathon with that. And I'm thinking me and Joey do a league Subathon. And we try to get to a certain rank. That's where I'm at right now. And also, now that, I don't have to play Melee, I can just fucking rip a 2-week league stream. Just because. So, not that I'm announcing Subathon, but it's the first big sub goal. And I don't expect that to hit that overnight if it's in a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. I do want to do it because I feel like people paid for those. People paid for that, and I want to start the clock. Just maybe not all league, but league. Playing league in a room with Joey all day for 2 weeks sounds like a lot of fun. So we'll see. I'm already level 10 on Face It. Are you kidding me? I've been level 10. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's relax. One idea at a time. Anything but horse. Okay, who likes horse girls? Who doesn't? You guys know if I wasn't banned, I probably would have streamed it. So there's a world I was gonna play it because it was kind of hot. People love it, from what I understand, man. people loved it. me check something real quick. But I don't know. I think right now I was only supposed to stream a little bit, but it feels good to kind of just banter and bicker. Because I mean, I feel like, I don't know, just it feels nice. Again, I don't expect everyone to just welcome me back. And again, I will be back. It was funny that people were like, oh, Mango shouldn't come back. He should be gone for like 5-6 months. Like, I lost all my jobs, bro. I got to get back to work. And maybe I'm crazy for thinking that, but I was like, I feel like if you get fired from your job, you got to find a new job. I'm just like, I lost my money. I was like, I gotta. I am banned from Melee tournaments for a year, which, again, I think is fine. I'm okay with it. And if I wasn't, it's not like it matters. And again, I think if you're a Mango fan, I'd appreciate just nobody harass the TOs. Oh, dude, I saw so many people telling me I had to get a job. And every time I've been like, I'm not getting a job. I thought about it, but I'm like, everyone's like, Mango's broke. Mango has no money. I'm like, I have money. Let's relax here. I'm like, let's relax. Now, I need more money, obviously, because I'm not stupid rich, but I got money put away. Also, I think somebody would just hire me. Surely someone in chat would be like, Mango, come on, we're going to get you a job. I got you. Surely. Surely someone's got my back. I can't be that evil. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Walmart? That's fucked up. Oh, man. It feels so weird just streaming. What am I at? 2 hours? Okay, this went longer than I wanted to, but I feel like for me, this was like, I think this was like the last step for me. I think to like finally move on and like, well, attempt to move on, you know? Like, I feel like I had to get this, you know, off, you know, and, I feel like I just kind of had to get it off my chest. And again, I think, no, it was nice to just talk to everybody, see everybody. I know everyone's being positive towards me. And I know some people are probably going to get mad that people are like, wow, Mango's being welcomed back by his community with love. And it's like, well, it's my community. What do you think? I think, do people want me to come back after getting absolutely fucking railed by the fucking online world for the last month? And that first week, I swear to God, I was getting grilled from every angle. I lost C9. I got banned from tournaments. And I fucking, I lost my Twitch for a while. It was like, I got railed, man. Like, I got it from every side. I was just fucking just taking shots from everything. Like, it sucked. And I feel like, do people just like expect me to come back and everyone just be mean to me? Like, is that really what people want? Like, of course, people who have supported me for years are just like gonna want me to be better and get better, you know? So again, it sucks knowing that. For me, it sucks that some people the amount of times I got compared to like P. Diddy, I was just like, come on. Come on. Come on. I was just like, dude, come on. Come on. There's got to be levels to this. And like it was just like that and I was just like, look, I'm not come on. It just come on. And the shit I saw, I was just like, I think I got punished harder than P. Diddy. He's just chilling. He's got money. I'm fighting for my goddamn life over here, man. I'm fighting for my goddamn life. I did get called R. Kelly a few times, too. I'm fighting for my life, man. I don't know. What else could I do? What else could I do? I was getting called some things, and I was just like, that's all I'm saying. I was called some things, and I was like, and I think for me, I hate that I would just be known as that guy in people's heads forever. And it's just like, no, I do gotta hold it. And there's obviously nothing I can do. But to me, it's just like, what a shame. It's like, yep, now I'm just the drunk P. Diddy guy, and I'm just like, okay. Just gotta fucking, it is what it is. I don't know. I did say I would love, somehow help women down the line. I just don't know what exactly, but I'll figure it out. I tell you, 2 things I want to do is that and like help people with like drinking problems and stuff. I'll look into that in the future. I'm sure it'll come to me. Yeah, it's so I think yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll talk to people again. I'm banned from Melee, so I don't want to pester the Melee community cuz I don't feel like it does anything. So I will leave that alone and see what I can do on my end. What am I going to do? You also know why I don't want to end? First of all, it's my bedtime in like 3 hours. And then what am I going to do? Counter-Strike? Squad? Oz? We still play. I'm only going to play Melee like once a week maybe. I'll pretty much just play when I want to. Watch a movie. Since I started playing Battlefront, I have wanted to start rewatching all the Star Wars movies. I've only ever seen them all once. Spoilers, by the way. If you guys don't know, I love Yoda. I forgot that Yoda dies. So I was getting ready to watch the new ones with like Rey and everything. And I'm just fucking drunk and high going to the movie theaters. And I'm like, I can't wait. Oh my God, I can't wait to see Yoda. It's going to be badass. And they look at me and they go, Mango. I'm like, what? Yoda's dead. And I was just like, what do you mean? My whole drunken high reality just, I instantly killed my boner for the movie. Instantly, I was like, dude, no way. No way. No way. It's a heartbreaker. Heartbreaker to say the least. I might play League. There will be a League subathon with J-Bone when the time comes. I want to get a Yoda tattoo. That's how much I love him. You didn't remember anything? As a recovering alcoholic, I'm going to say I don't remember anything, and you are right. You are 100% correct that I have lost a lot of things and over the years in my brain. I am currently sober. I'm 3 weeks sober. Like I said, I don't have any. I mean, that's like I said. Don't. I have no. I don't know how to approach Melee because I'm banned from Melee. I like feel like if I'm just like I like don't want to like pester, I guess, or like feel like I'm like I don't want to give the vibe that like I'm begging to come back. I don't know how to like approach it. You know, like I don't know. I don't know how to like go about it without being like this annoying band person. I don't know. So I'm not. Melee is the last of my. Yeah, and I got a lot of time. Melee is the last of my. The end of my journey. Yeah, maybe in like 8 months they reach out. They're like, mang0, we see you being a great positive beacon of light. We might unban you soon. I'll be like, cool. Or they reach out and they're like, fuck you. And I'm like, cool. Oh, man. No, I mean, I'm not gonna, like, push to get unbanned sooner. I feel like that's... I don't know. I don't know what the word is. I just don't want to be mentioning... I'm just gonna leave Melee alone. Maybe I can, in a few months, restream some events or something. Go to locals? I am not banned from locals. Maybe I'll go to locals in, like, 9-10 months. Scope it out. We'll see. Yeah. I'm just gonna, like I said, we'll see. We don't know what the world's gonna look like for me or Melee in 10 months. You know. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. I have no plans besides working on myself and streaming every day. So, like I said, this is all way in the future, and I'm not really like... Are you worried coming back to an evolved meta of Kirby players? It's going to be nice to be away, I'll tell you that much. It's going to be a nice little vacation. Yeah, no, I do think I really feel like I've handled this the best I could. I don't know what else I could have done right besides obviously not doing it to begin with. I feel like I've taken the steps. I sacrificed a month of my stream. I could have streamed like 2 weeks ago, right? But I think everyone would have been mad at me. And in that time, I just lost money. Every day I didn't stream, I was losing money after losing, all the money of like that I had coming in. So like I took, the rep loss. I took a financial loss. I lost my community, and I'm still here just trying to be better and like rebuild and try, work my way back into life. And yeah, I feel like I don't know. That's all I do. Me and Lud are cool. Like I said, I don't hate Lud. I know some of you guys hate Lud. Me and Lud are still buddies. Again, I think he just had to handle it the way he did. Obviously Lud's got like fucking employees and a company. I don't expect him to like, I don't know. I think I have no gripe or beef or any resentment towards Lud in the slightest. Still buddies. We still talk. He didn't respond to my last message. It's cool. He'll get back to me. Maybe, surely. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. No, that's just classic. It doesn't matter. I am still biking, yeah. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. Clint will respond. Clint? Love Clint. He said some funny things about Donkey Kong that I can't repeat, but it's pretty funny. Moki. Also, Moki, I want you to know I did see your message. I just didn't respond, but I saw it. I saw it and then went back to crying, but I saw it. I seen it. I think I cried more in a week than I ever have in my whole life combined. I really, truly believe that. And I'm an ugly crier. I cry really funny because, like, I'm a crier who cries, like, I don't want to cry. So, like, my whole face is trying not to cry. So I'm, like, fighting that. You know what I mean? You know the sloth from Zootopia? The way he smiles slow? Think of that, but crying. That's me. That's how I cry. It's really slow, and I just don't want it to come out. And I'm just trying so hard not to cry. And then it's just like, and then it just, it just comes out. Anyway, I always let the tears fall into my mouth. To me, that's part of like the crying experience. I want to taste it. I need to know. Maybe that's just me. To me, that's part of the experience of crying. I can't explain it. Either you get it or you don't. To me, that's just part of it. I need to taste my sorrows. I am a psycho. I've told you I am a psycho. I am not going to rehab. I don't think I need rehab. I was going to try it and then saw how much it was. And when you lose all your money and your insurance, I don't feel like dropping a few thousand on something that might not work. So I wouldn't have been against it, but I was like, I'm working on getting insurance, and when I do want to get like a full-time therapist, psychiatrist, whatever I end up needing when the time comes. Yeah. Well, that's why I went to meetings and I saw it and I was like I said, people reached out to me in esports who were like psychiatrists, therapists, and reached out to me and were like, hey, I'm willing to help you out or talk to you, you know, for free. And I'm down to just remain anonymous. And, you know, I'm not doing this for anything. I just want to help you. And like I had friends reach out. I'm like, I have somebody you could probably talk to. They specialize in this. So I talked to like, you know, I got my little form of therapy through the price of On the House. Shout out to everybody who helped me out. I do appreciate it. But now I think when I get my insurance settled and I see what my money's looking like in 2 months, you know, I can get it myself pretty much. Streaming, I'm not back right now. I'll be back in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And when I come back, I am never, ever addressing this again. So I guess I'm just letting everything out. I'll, like, talk about some stuff, like this, doing that, like, you know what I mean? But I think going forward, I just do not want to. I feel like the only way I can move on is to, like, put it behind me. And like I said, I'm 3 weeks sober. It's been pretty fucking easy. Okay, well, that was funny. Again, I'm gonna make jokes about it, and I just think, yeah, I just have no choice. I will joke about, you know, well, most of it, not all of it, but you know what I mean. Yeah, and I think people who are like being really hard on me, like, don't understand that, like, I have to do this Like, I had to do this fucking publicly, and a lot of you stupid fucks will probably fuck up at some point in your life. Maybe not as bad as me, but just know that you're fucking lucky that only 12 people will know about it and only see it. Fucking millions of people saw me make a fucking ass of myself, and now I have to fucking deal with it. So you just be happy. You just be happy. So it's like, you know, people being hard on me, it's like, yeah, you saw my rock bottom, and luckily, you know, nobody will see yours. Luckily. Yeah, no, I'm, you know, in a way, I'm kind of joking about it, and like I made the lead joke and the other jokes, but like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, if you told me I'd be joking about this now, I'd have been like, no fucking way. So to me, I feel like that means in my own little way, I'm getting better. To me, it's like, I feel like I'm attempting to move on, or trying, you know. Where's Joey, bro? Joey, get on. What am I going to do? Am I hungry? I am a little hungry. I think I was supposed to with my sister. I'm telling my sister to take me to Korean barbecue. Oh my God. As an eater, have you ever gone to Korean barbecue as an eater? I eat so much meat now. I'm telling you, man, I've been lifting and running and biking, and when I eat, I'm so fucking hungry. Oh my God, I eat so much now. It's absurd. It's absurd. You've been banned from the same Korean barbecue place for overeating? See, you're lucky the internet didn't see that. That's embarrassing. Imagine what that'd be like. See? That's fucked up. Also, I am shaving my beard soon. I feel like I had a better aesthetic if I just looked a little... It's like, wow. But I am changing the whole setup, by the way. When I come back, the setup's gonna look a lot different, by the way. I'm doing a lot of changing when I get back. This is the last stream. Alright, I'm just waiting for Joey. I think if Joey wants to get on. I think I would like to watch Party Melee. I don't know if I can or if I should, but I'll worry about that later. My tweet would be a 30-minute stream. Yeah, but I feel like it's been nice to kind of blab and answer questions. And again, I think I'm just trying to be like transparent about everything. I'm trying to see if I have no plans to compete. Fuck it, I go to Evo. My Ryu goes 4-2. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, I'll make it out of pulls, bro. I'm crazy like that. Alright, Joey said he'll get on in 30, so I'll hang out a little bit more and then I'll let Joey get on. Oh, Zeta. Stop it. I think, but if you guys have any questions, I'll pretty much answer a few more questions. Again, I think I covered everything. And I'll be back, man. I'll be back in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't want to make a YouTube video. I feel like if you actually cared what I had to say, you showed up today. And will probably watch the VOD. And if you don't care enough, then you don't care enough. And I do not care how you feel about the situation. And I don't know if that's like, you know what I mean? Like, I think for me, it's like, if you cared, you showed up, you tried to show up, you asked your buddies, like, oh, what happened? You tried, right? And I don't want to make a video because, like, I want the discourse of like this to just die, because I feel like I can't really move on. I feel like no one can move on unless, you know, we just move on. So I feel like that's kind of just where I'm at. Sobriety has been nice because you just realize how great you feel when you're not drunk or hungover all the time. I love it. I'm in love with it feels good. Feels good. Yeah, no, I've been doing good. I feel good. I'm slowly joking again. And yeah, but I feel like I've answered all the like questions regarding it. I don't think I've like hit anything, and I feel like, oh my god, I'm happy you brought that up. Can I tell you guys how much money I'm saving by not being a drunk fuck? Oh my, all my fucking bills when I go out to eat, my fucking, oh my god, my weekly not getting a few 12 packs. Oh, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think I'm saving $2,000 to $6,000 a month by not drinking. Easily saving $2,000 to $6,000 a month. Because you got to imagine, I had my Scotch subscription. I had my 12 packs during the week when I would go out to... No, this is not at home. It's when I go out to eat. If you've ever drank with me, you know that I buy everybody drinks. So I'm spending... I go to the bar. I'm dropping a few hundred here and there. When I'm at the airport, when I'm traveling to tournaments, I'm buying drinks. It's not all me, but the culture of drinking, of just buying... Ask anyone who's ever gone to the bar with me. I promise you I've bought them a drink. I was a very nice drinker, and I always bought drinks for people. Always. Always, always, always. And because of that, I would always spend a lot. I think it was after one of the Genesises. I think I spent, don't tell anybody, I think I bought everybody drinks. I think I spent like 9.5 thousand. I don't remember if it was like 7 or 9,000. I just bought everybody at the fucking bar drinks. And that's just, as a drinker, I was generous. I always bought, even people I just met. I was always a homie. I always wanted to. At the casino, you gave me your card and they let me run it because I told them you were running hot at the table. It sounds like you took advantage of me. I'm moving on. Did I watch Gommel? No, I kind of watched. I feel like it would have made me sad if I watched it. No, I dropped money on drinking. Where's Joey? Joey be on and like, damn. Will C9 ever pick me back up? I feel like that doesn't like matter to me right now. Would it be nice in the future? Yeah, but like I think anything that happens in 6-7 months from now is so like, it's just not on my mind. I would like to get sponsored again one day. Surely someone takes a gamble on me. I'm just cold turkey. I have an edible once in a while, usually at night. I'll have like a fucking 3 mg because I don't trust my brain yet because I feel like I'm not 100%. I don't trust my brain yet to get really high, so I just have a little bit and then I sip on like my 2 non-alcoholic beers, and I'm good. I'm good. I have not. This is the longest I've gone without playing Melee. I have not touched Melee since, I guess, tipped off. I have not even touched Melee at all. I'm drinking the Beeros, the Tom Holland non-alcoholic beer, and the Guinness non-alcoholic. I'll probably have one tonight. I'm sober, man. Like I said, I think, how's sleeping sober been? I always thought I needed like an edible and like a few beers to go to bed. I sleep like a goddamn angel. I've been lied to my whole life. I sleep like a goddamn angel now. Dude, not the first week. Oh my god. I was sleeping like 2-3 hours a night the first week. I was just fucking crying. I couldn't go back to bed. I'd wake up just with pain and guilt and remorse and just like, oh man, it sucked. I slept like I remember the first night that I actually got good sleep. I was up late. I couldn't sleep, dude. And me, I'm psycho. I need to read the negative comments. I don't know why I'm like that. I need to read the negative comments. They just I don't know. Can't explain it. They just do it for me. You know how Black Panther, his suit, he just soaks it up and then he releases it? That's me. I just need to soak it up and then I release it as positivity to myself and to my people. It sounds crazy, but that's just, I just need it. I need it. I need it, man. Yeah, I think what because my grandma passed, and I think a part of why I was getting so drunk was like, another thing about streaming was like, I never really got to grieve the way I wanted to because I had to put my stream face on. And I think that was like a reason I was like getting overly drunk because it was just like the easy way to like think of it, you know? And I didn't even tell anybody like on stream that my grandma passed. And I think that's kind of like why I was just like, because I had to stream. I had to put my stream face on. I'm not going to fucking be sad on stream. So it was like, yeah, it was unfortunate. But I think now going forward, I think now I'm going to take more time off streaming. Take more days off, take my son to do stuff during the week. Like, I realized I just streamed and worked too much, and because of that, I would just drink because it would like get me through it. And like, I've done a lot of talking, and like, I just kind of like, instead of resting, I would just drink. Does that make sense? It sounds kind of crazy, but I didn't have as much time as I wanted, so I like drank to like push me through it instead of like chilling. I never got to just chill. And looking back on it, I just never got to like lay down and watch TV. I never got to just say, fuck it, I'm going to do nothing today. I just like, got to keep going, got to drink, got to keep going. No, see, I'm not trying to be corny. I think a lot of people I see in chat are not strangers to me. I think the only reason I'm saying this, and the same reason I opted to like talk in my Discord after it happened, was like, I've met a lot of people in chat, or I've seen them in chat for years. And I feel like I just kind of owe it to people who have supported me. I've met a lot of people in real life, and like, to me, it's like, I just feel like, I owe it to my community. I've built a community up for 10 years, and like, I just feel like, I owed it. Oh, fuck. All right, Joe, you ready to go on a little bit? But again, if you subbed, I had the alerts off. I wasn't thanking subs. I didn't want to stream to make money But if you like subbed, resubbed, I do appreciate it. That was not the intent of this stream. But I'll be back, and when I come back, again, I'm gonna try to put this behind me. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna stream when I come back. I gotta do something juicy, because I'm not gonna play Melee. Maybe, hopefully something comes out that I can play. We'll see. The way I see it is like, I feel like I have to I feel like I'm restarting as a streamer, but I have a solid foundation, and I still have a few thousand subs. I still have over 3,000 subs. And I just want to say I appreciate my tier 1s, because that's all I had left was my tier 1s. So if I did not have my tier 1s, I don't know if I didn't feel like I could afford to take the time off, like let's say I don't have 3,000, over 3,000, I feel like I probably would have had to stream like 2 weeks ago. I'd been like, dude, I gotta get back to work, and then I feel like mentally I would have been a hot mess. The Mango you see before you today is not the Mango that I was 2-3 weeks ago. I would have not. Oh my god, I've been miserable if I had to get back on stream, because I feel like I needed money, and I feel like I'm happy I was able to take the month off. I'm very happy I was able to, because I was like, okay, the channel will obviously take a big hit, but I'm happy that I can kind of afford to do that. So I'm happy, and then I think in like 2 weeks, I'm thinking either 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, I'll be back. I'll probably come back on a Monday or a Tuesday. Speaking of on a Tuesday, me and Joey are still planning to do the podcast. I feel like my throat's getting dry because I've talked more in this 3 hours than I normally do all day. I gotta get my pipes, my saliva back to up to par. But me and Joey want to still film. I think me and Joey are filming an episode tomorrow. It'll just be on the Patreon. This is not a Patreon show, but I think the first episode will be just Patreon. I'll probably go more into this, more hanging out with Joey, get his perspective on it. Probably film that tomorrow, I imagine. The VOD staying up, I will probably let the VOD stay up for like a day, and then I'll probably get rid of it. Again, I think going forward, I just don't want to be online. I'm so sick of online and the way I was treated and just grilled. To me, this will be the only online I use. I think even YouTube, I don't want to make as many videos, but I kind of just want to come to twitch.tv/mang0, and I want to be with people who support me and want me to be better, and like just want to see positivity all day. And I think if I'm seeing positivity all day, then I can just easily be more positive. And I think so, yeah. Yeah, no, I appreciate everybody. Yeah. Any words of advice? I don't know, man. The whole stream, I just tried. First, I honestly think even today I only saw like 20 trolls. You know what's fucked up in it all is the people who shit on me the hardest have probably moved on to shit on something else. I think like they just don't even care. They just drive by, shit on me, left me for dead, and then just moved on. I think anyone who stopped by today mostly cares or just wanted an update. And again, I think if you decide you don't want to fuck with me after watching this, totally fine. That's okay. I think all I can do now is work and try to, get everybody back on my side. And I think that's why I don't want to make a YouTube video. I don't want to tweet. I did tweet, but that'd be my only tweet. Just because, like, I know the people who stop by stream actually care. At least a little bit. So, I think Joey's gonna play some Rivals. I think Joey's doing Evo week. He's gonna be playing Rivals and like Street Fighter for the next 2 weeks. So if you like J-Bone, he's gonna be playing that, getting ready for Evo. I think he's gonna be playing some Donkey Kong. I think I'm good to get off. I think I answered everything. I think I talked about everything. Again, I'm just sorry that this all had to happen, and I'm fucking sorry to myself. Can you be sorry to yourself? I'm just sorry that I had to put myself through this. Because, it's been not fun. It's been not fun. And I just feel bad that I had to do this to myself. But I do think in like 3-4 months, I'm just going to be, the best I can be. And I think in like 3 months, I'm going to be the best version of myself. And I think the things I look at, and to me, that's like what keeps me going. Oh wait, did I tell you guys? Hold on, I'll show you this. Oh fuck it, I'll just grab it for you. I've always wanted a reason to buy this. Let me show you. I finally bought it. Let me show you. I always wanted this, and I finally got it. You gotta hang in there, man. What else can I do? And I'm a bit of a poet, so I have it hanging so that it's not all hanging in there. So it's like half hanging. You get what I'm saying? All right. If you stopped by and listened, if you were here the whole time, if you just got some of it, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. If you subbed, if you stayed subbed, again, I will try my hardest every day to just be the best version of myself, and I hope in time people, I'm excited to get back. I think today was very nice. I didn't expect to stream for 3 hours, obviously, but I think it was nice to talk about. I think I was finally at a point where I could talk about it. Like 2 weeks ago, I didn't want to talk about this shit, bro. It was like all I thought about. It sucked. But I think now, like I even made a few jokes. I wouldn't have done that. So like I'm getting better. And again, what else can I do? What else can Blunt Man do? But I think Joey's gonna get on. He's gonna stream like 2-3 hours. Joey will be on tomorrow as well, normal time. I'll be back in a week or two. I probably will not tweet that I'm back. So probably just poking the Discord. And I probably will not be tweeting unless the Eagles go on a crazy run, which they will. And we're going to back-to-back. I'm going to keep the VOD up for like a day. So if you guys want to watch the VOD, watch it ASAP. I'm getting rid of it. Again, I think going forward, I'm trying to be as not online while being online possible. I just want to, this will be my online. My Twitch chat and my Discord. And we're just going to be positive. The amount of negativity I read about myself in the last month is enough for the next 58 years. And I'll be here. So I'll see you guys in a week. Maybe a week, 2 weeks. I'll fill it out. I won't rush it. And I'll see you guys. If you stop by and listen to me, gave me a chance to talk, and, you know, just kind of say my piece. I appreciate, love all you guys. And yeah, if you took this time out to come see mang0 day 1 of his progress. That being said, CS squad, are we playing Counter-Strike? I can go for a few games. I haven't had my coffee. I'll boot it up right now. I'm good for 20 kills. I'm just saying. Just saying. All right. I appreciate you guys. I would make a little heart with my hand, but I'm not there yet. And hopefully I'm never there. If I'm ever there, just put me down. Because what the fuck happened to me? What happened to me at that point? But pretend I did. The idea is there. And that's the best I can do. All right. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in a week or 2, 3 weeks. Taking this fucking polo off. Why the fuck am I wearing a polo? Peace.